The Arizona podcast is brought to you by Triumph Protective Coatings. They specialize in concrete polish, epoxy flooring systems, micro top floors and walls, and self leveling underlays. They service all of California and they are an awesome company. They speak Spanish and they do amazing work. Check them out at triumph_coatings on Instagram. And if you use the promo code ARROWSUP, you get 10% off. So check them out. On today's podcast, I have David. We convinced him to watch the Super Bowl, as that was the only way he was going to be able to get on here and talk about the Super Bowl. Shout out to his Theo Lencho, I think he said. And that's why he's watching the Super Bowl. So shout out to the Theo. Happy birthday to him. And Super Bowl Sunday is Sunday. Duh. And today I have the preview for you with David. So we'll go through the game, usher, just kind of go through it all. So and we give our prediction at the end. A few things before we start the pod. NBA trade deadline was today, and one of the things that we saw was that this was a very uneventful NBA trade deadline. The biggest winner were the Knicks. The Knicks were able to get better without giving up any real assets, which is always obviously the key. If you want to get better, you want to be able to give up the least amount and get the most amount. And so they got Bogdanovich and Alec Burks, and they didn't really have to give all that much, which was very, very interesting that they didn't have to do any of that. And so they won the trade deadline. I mean, it wasn't really all that much to win, but they definitely did more than anybody else. The Mavericks got better. They were able to bring in PJ Washington, who's going to help them on defense. I like that trade for them. And the biggest losers, the Brooklyn Nets, they wanted a bunch of picks for guys that aren't deserving of a bunch of picks. And Detroit, who's like, can anyone explain what the hell Detroit's doing at this point? Because I don't know what they're doing. Detroit, awful. And the Lakers did nothing, which I think it got very clear that for the Lakers to do any moves, they were going to have to move Austin Reeves, and they weren't going to be willing to do that. And I say this at the end of the pod with David. LeBron has to be a better leader, because every year with every team, he just gets upset and he's moping around. And dude, like, be a leader, man. Like, stand up for your teammates and say, you know what, this is the team we have. I'm happy with the team. And this is where we're going to go out. And we're going to go and try to win with this group of guys. I like these guys. I think it's hard to play good whenever you feel like, am I going to get traded? And you're looking behind your shoulder at all times. And LeBron's like tweeting and like hourglass emojis. And it just puts everybody on edge. And I know that's been his MO of, putting the franchise on, on edge so that they make the best moves. But you know who else you put on edge, LeBron? Your teammates. Be a better teammate. Be a better leader. So, yeah. That's the NBA trade deadline. I'll have a full, NBA thing next week. The NBA also dropped the ball. How do you have the NBA trade deadline the week of Super Bowl Sunday, the Thursday especially, when everything's, ramping up for Super Bowl? Awful mistake. Dropped the ball big time on that one. And I like in the West, and I want to say this before we jump into the Super Bowl stuff, the Clippers are really good. And I know that some people are ready to crown them, but I'm not. For this simple reason. Denver's still the best team in the West. And I think Denver at their best is still better than the Clippers. Large in part because they have no answer for Jokic. And Murray is still really, really awesome. And it's a Denver team that's their role players are better than last year. They're more experienced. And they have a deeper bench than they did last season. I get the Clippers. The Clippers are playing awesome. Kawhi hasn't looked this good in a long time. And they're all healthy. And Paul George looks really good. And James Harden is like great. But this is the issue. We got to see these guys do it. Because at any moment, we've seen this from the Clippers. The Clippers the last few years have done this where they look amazing and they look really good. And you're like, man, are they going to win the title? And then randomly, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are mysteriously hurt and they're done for the year. We've seen this with James Harden. He's on his best behavior. He wants to get a contract. And then once he feels like he has it in the bag or once he like gets mad at something, he checks out. And so we need to see it happen. Because I think for anybody to label the Clippers and these players that have been very inconsistent when it matters the most. Obviously, Kawhi has had a lot of success, obviously. But a lot of injury bad luck. So, let's pump the brakes on the Clippers. Denver's still the best team. I think when it's all said and done, it's going to be Denver Celtics in the finals. That's what I think. But full NBA thing next week. But I wanted to get that out there. Your Super Bowl preview. Hope you enjoy it. Here's David. So you're watching the Super Bowl?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, that's good.
So, okay. Originally, I wasn't going to, but then my uncle that lives here in town, it's his birthday at the end of the month or like the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to have a wedding. So my folks were like, yo, let's do like a little birthday party for him. And I was like, I'll be out of town. And then they were like, wait a minute, let's just like two birds, one stone, the Super Bowl. So we're already making food. We'll just get a cake for him. And so
that's smart. Yeah.
I'll make food and everything. So it's like, at that point, it would be an uphill battle to like explain why I would make food, get a plate, and then not be there for the festivities during the game. So.
Right. You wouldn't want anybody to know how much of a psychopath you are.
Yes. How petty I am.
Yeah.
So.
You're in your mid-20s, David. It's time to grow up. You're gonna have to see things you don't want to see. It's part of life. Welcome to adulthood.
That being said, now we can. Okay, were you serious? Like would you have done like a solo like Super Bowl?
Yeah. I was dead serious. Yes.
All right, good. Because I've been hearing like I went to the store earlier and I heard some of the guys there like stocking the shelves.
Right.
We were talking about the game and I was like, ooh, like like my spidey senses went off and I was like, okay, what are they saying? So, but trying to get the word on the street.
Yeah, so it's the Thursday before. So, I mean,
how do you feel? We need to know.
See, I hate how I feel because everyone's picking the Chiefs. Everyone's that's not a Niner fan is picking the Chiefs because it's can't bet against Mahomes. And so I love that everybody's on that train.
Right.
I feel obviously I'm super nervous, and as the day gets closer, I just become even more like antsy.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stay as composed as I can be, but I'm a wreck for sure. I'm super nervous for
On
the
the
game.
inside, you're like, oh, like,
Yeah, yeah, I'm stressing out.
okay.
Yeah,
Dang.
I'm
Yeah.
stressing out.
It's funny. It's funny how like it's obviously we've seen the Mahomes magic and all that like take
Mm-hmm.
place,
Yep.
but the trend I'm seeing is like no one's talking about the Super Bowl with the Bucks and the Chiefs, or at least the guys that want to bring it up that like Mahomes is human because like
Of course.
all
But
you hearing is just like oh like you can never count him out, and it's like dude he looked pretty bad in that particular game. So it's like there's you know
yeah.
he could do it all, even the bad stuff. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, so
it's
I like it's just kind of annoying because they're always like,
well, he certainly has earned the respect of everyone.
right,
Which obviously he deserves it. This is his third straight Super Bowl, right? It was three straight for him.
I believe so.
So obviously he's in, he's what he's doing is pretty spectacular. But oh no, second straight Super Bowl because the one before that was Rams Bengals. That was Joe Burrow.
Right, okay, yeah.
Second straight Super Bowl. And I guess he could win. He could, go back to back.
He could do back to back.
Start doing that whole conversation. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame anybody who's picking Mahomes, the Chiefs for Mahomes, because that's a very we've seen this movie before with Tom Brady, so it makes total sense, and it's what I did in all my picks in the AFC. I picked the Dolphins to beat them, and after the Dolphins, I said, "Well, I'm going with the Chiefs versus the Bills because of Mahomes."
Yeah.
I'm going Chiefs versus the Ravens because of Mahomes. I think the best chance that any team had to beat them was that first game, Miami, because Miami had the roster to beat them in terms of the running game. And I think what you got after that was certainly what you got in that game was certainly a team that didn't want to be there. They didn't wanted no parts of the conditions of the field, the rain, of that. And I think after that, it was I don't know. Like I need to me, it's I need to see it happen. So I totally get it. I understand for everyone who's like, oh, well, it's Mahomes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I get it. I get it.
100%. Right. They're yeah.
So let's do this. Let's go. How can the ways the Chiefs can win it? What would it? Because ultimately, I think what's the key, and I think I saw this in the two giant Super Bowls that they beat the Patriots.
Right.
And the Eagles won. And that's what I'm going back to. And even like the Broncos, Seahawks, and those Super Bowls. If you keep it a football game, then I think you kind of eliminate everything. It's what the Patriots did in the first Super Bowl versus the Rams, where they were like super outmatched. And it's like, how are they going to beat this team? Right. Like, well, they just kind of made it a football game, and you kind of eliminate all the like spectacular things that can happen. Yeah. Football wise, as a fan, I feel pretty good, which I hate that.
Oh, you mean like just like a good competitive game? Like
no. Like like football wise, I feel like if we're just talking football, like there's two football teams. You take off the names, you take off the history, and you kind of just tell me it's the strengths and weaknesses of both teams. and you just tell me team X and team Y, and you tell me this is how they play, this is what this team's good at, this is what this team's good at, this is what this team's not good at, this is what this team's not good at, and you tell me, okay, who's going to win? I feel pretty good as a 49er fan, as a football game.
Yeah.
It's when you throw all the variables in there that now it becomes like scary. Now it becomes because you throw in all the like the Super Bowl baggage, you throw in all the like heartbreak, you throw in
Right.
Mahomes, has been here before. You
Right.
throw in,
It's like he's inevitable. It's like he's been there before, he's done it. Yeah, yeah. The like his gravitas, if you will, like it's him. So it's like, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it just gets like, like, dang it. Like, can we do this? Now, for the Chiefs to win this game, obviously Mahomes has to be awesome. Kelsey has to be really good.
Mm.
And that defense has to be incredible.
Yeah, I agree with the defense.
And then, so from them, and then they have to obviously force Purdy to throw multiple picks, multiple mistakes. They have to get to Purdy constantly, and they have to stop Christian McCaffrey. And I think that's how the Chiefs need to win this game. The defense is spectacular, and then the offense kind of just does their thing. Because one thing that surprised me as I was like doing all this research. So the Chiefs against the Dolphins, they scored 10 points in the second half. They scored 16 in the first half, but they scored 10 points in the second half. Against the Bills, they scored 14 points in the second half, 13 points in the first half. And against the Ravens, they didn't score in the second half.
Yeah. Only 17.
At all.
Yeah.
And so it just, first of all, the Ravens have to be kicking themselves, right? The Ravens, if you're a Baltimore Raven player and fan, you have to be like punching yourself in the face because you're like, how did we not win that game?
Right.
Like that defense was so amazing for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson owes those dudes like a house.
That's what I say, like a Rolex or a car,
Bro, like imagine like, so if I would have told you
Mahomes is only scoring 17 points, then it's up to you guys. You guys got
on the road
to go to the Super Bowl.
And they're not scoring at all in the second half. They're doing all their damage in the first two series. That's it. And after that, it's nothing. You would have been like, oh man, the Ravens are going to kill those dudes. So from the football standpoint, obviously the Chiefs have to do that. For the 49ers, and you tell me what you think of this. I have my notes, as you can see. Niners have to run. You could run on the Chiefs. The Chiefs' weakness is run defense. And I think they have to obviously limit Kelsey. And I think if I'm like Steve Wilkes, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, I'm doubling Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know what, dude? Like MVS, Skyler, Rice, all you dudes, if we're going to lose because of you guys, I tip my cap. But Kelsey's not going to beat us. Kelsey's not going to be the guy that beat us. There's no way. If Pacheco's going to have 300 yards, bro, then you deserve it.
Right.
But it isn't going to be Kelsey. It isn't going to be him that kills us. So that's that. And they have to sack Mahomes because Mahomes is super elusive, super hard to sack. They have to get him on the ground. They
gotta limit like his improvisational aspect and just exactly.
It's like what the Bucks did. The Bucks hit him and hit him and hit him.
Right.
And as the game, he just was like, I don't want to move it out that much. And run. This has to be a Christian McCaffrey 30 times touching the ball game. This has to be
Yeah.
a Debo Samuel run game, because if you look at like just the games that the Chiefs lost and where they struggled, it was running. They just can't stop the run. The 49ers do the zone run really well. They're the number one team in yards and all that. The number 31st team in defense when it comes to zone running is the Kansas City Chiefs. So I know in the last two games, Kyle wanted to get Purdy involved really early and he wanted to get his confidence up, whatever. Cool. This is Super Bowl. Give the ball to Christian McCaffrey.
Feed him.
All game long. Give it to Elijah Mitchell. There is no reason to put Purdy in a position where he has to throw 35 times a game. Because the Chiefs have shown us that they are not the same offensive team that they were a year ago, 2 years ago. They're not the same juggernaut. So I think it's a case where it's almost like a race to 30. The first team to get to 30. If the 49ers can get to 30, I think it makes it tough because now you're asking Mahomes. Well, you're asking the receivers, not Mahomes. You're asking those receivers to make play after play after play.
Right,
after
to get open, yeah.
And we saw them in this regular season, play after play. They couldn't do it. Over and over, guys, they couldn't do it. And I think that's the pressure point that the Niners have to put. If you're going to beat us, you're going to beat us with these receivers that you don't believe in. And we know you don't believe in them. And that's, I think, the strategy if I'm the 49ers. Not Kelsey. Forget Kelsey. And I think that's the key for the 49ers. What do you think?
I agree. I think it's on their down linemen. They gotta play assignment football, containment.
Yeah.
Gosh. And here's the thing too. Like with the Niners. Okay, because I'm gonna say this right now.
Yeah.
As a football guy, just how you were saying, like looking at the variables,
right?
If someone asked me who do I think is going to win, who I think should win, I'm going with the Niners.
Right? Yeah. If you reduce it to just football,
and so, I don't know. Okay. You know, like in the last couple of weeks, we were talking about how Kyle Shanahan needed those wins like from behind to see that you can't have a game like that. You guys cannot have a game like that. Like,
no,
right? Because this is the worst guy to do that against, and so it's pretty much like when you would give like Brady, like time at the end of the game. It's like,
yeah, we go down 17 at halftime. We're not. This isn't Jared Goff. Yeah.
So. No, but I agree. Yeah, those receivers, it's up to those guys to step up for the Chiefs and to make plays. And I mean, the Niners have the tools to stop it. It's just a matter of executing, you know.
And that defensive line for the Niners has to get home. They were awful versus the last two games. They have to be better from the get go. Yeah. So I think it's going to be an interesting game because the first quarter of every Super Bowl is always super tense. Nothing typically happens. Like it's just everyone's tight.
It's like the first couple runs in a boxing match.
Exactly.
It's like, all right, see what we throw and what. Okay, did they bite on that?
Everything is tight, and then like everyone, and it goes super fast. The first quarter just comes and goes, and you're like, whoa, we're in the second quarter. So I think the start of it is going to be crucial because if the Niners start slow and the Chiefs start off fast, then I think you're already behind the eight ball. And I think the Niners can't start that way. If they're both slow, then it's a different story.
Right.
But you can't have we're down 14-0 heading into the second quarter because now it's different. Now, in my dream, because I have a dream, my dream is not as noble as Martin Luther King's dream. My
Yeah, I was about
dream,
to say, I was like, where you go with this? Yeah.
my dream is much more selfish and short timed. But I have a dream that the Niners put it together one last time and just play an awesome game, just like lights out, like they did versus the Cowboys, like they did versus the Eagles, like they did versus the Jaguars.
Right.
And they just say, you know what, we're just one last time this season. Let's just ball out. Because I think if that team shows up on Sunday,
Oh, that's I mean, yeah,
I
that's
think we're killing them.
yeah.
Like if the Niners are able to say, you know what, we've shown multiple times against the Pittsburgh Steelers the first week, we're gonna just come out here and we're just gonna play our game. Not gonna worry about Holmes, who's on the other side, all the hoopla, whatever. We're just gonna play our game. And I think if the Niners play their best game, I think you will be a very annoyed man on Sunday night if that happens. But we haven't seen it from the Niners the last few weeks.
I mean,
And
yeah.
that's the like that's what makes that's why I am just very like like I don't know because
Yeah,
we haven't been awesome. We haven't been
it
awesome
kind
in a
of
few
feels
weeks.
like the league has been waiting for that team to show up in the playoffs. Like going in,
Yes.
it's like when they killed when the Niners killed the Eagles, they were like, okay, they're doing it. They're figuring it out. They did figure it out. Like
They
they're
went to Philly and they just put it on them, and it's like,
right.
okay,
And it's like,
these guys are
whoa.
here.
Right. And then people were like, oh, it makes sense. The roster they have, like they're hitting their stride, picking up where they left off last year.
Mhm.
And it was kind of surprising that the Packers and the Lions both played such great games because it's like usually I don't know, like since we would say like the Pats dominate so much, like the Pats every now and then they would have some close games, obviously AFC Championship with the Chiefs or like the occasional game with the Ravens, but they also did have the occasional like wild card game where like
They
they
them.
completely demolished the Colts like out of nowhere, just and we haven't seen that from the Niners yet. So I mean, they might be due. I don't know.
I think that's what's scary. What's scary is that, but you know what's it's weird because the fact that we've won the last two games the way we've won them makes me feel better about this team because
Yeah.
I know that if things get tight and it's
They can deal with
close,
it. Yeah.
it's like, okay, I've seen these guys perform in those situations in high leverage situations. Win or go home, I've seen them. In previous years, we hadn't seen them. It's why that graphic, Kyle Shanahan is 0 30 something when he's down by whatever.
Right.
And now I'm like, you know what? I've seen him do it. So I think that's a plus. But it is
You
like,
also want to see the opposite end of the end of the spectrum. Like
yeah. And at the same time, it's like, well, they were super awesome in the second half versus the Lions. They did rattle off 27 straight. That is pretty good. But it's like, can we see it for 60 minutes?
Right.
Because the last good 49er performance that it was like, yes, was week 17 in Washington. The Niners won 27-10. Purdy had a really good game. That was coming off the Ravens' nasty loss on Monday night. Right. And so it was like, okay, this team is fine. It was just, Baltimore's just really good. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah.
And then week 18, they lose to the Rams. It's like, but we didn't play anybody. And Jake Moody missed 2 field goals. He makes those. We win the game. Whatever. And then, so the last 2 games have not been good. But what's weird is the Chiefs, and I think this is where the winning Super Bowls gets you the benefit of the doubt from the teams that don't win Super Bowls. The Chiefs, I think the Dolphins were bad more so than the Chiefs were good in that game, but the Chiefs win. Against Buffalo, Buffalo stopped running the ball. Why? I don't know. James Cook was having a really good game, and they just stopped running the ball, and it became a Josh Allen, superhero game. And it's like, dude, just run the ball, and you're gonna beat these
Yeah.
guys. Against Baltimore, who the hell knows what happened there? Like Lamar just had like a awful game. And they just didn't run the ball. They didn't give the ball to the running backs, which made no sense. So on the other side, it's not like we've seen the Chiefs play this like, these three awesome games that you're like, God, they're a juggernaut. It's like, well, they played against a very, fraudulent and soft Dolphins team. Sorry, Koto. It is what it is. They played against a Bills team that just stopped running the ball. And Lamar had another Lamar game in January. But if you look at like the games, the stats, like all of it, it's not like the Chiefs have been all
it hasn't been anything amazing. Yeah.
And that's where the Super Bowl benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because you can make the argument that both teams are coming in not like flying high and everyone's
right.
Like,
There's no like hot hand as far as
not at all.
Yeah.
So it's really honestly what this feels like reputation versus reputation. We've seen the Niners get close and blow it. So it's like, I don't know, they can do it. But we've seen the Chiefs we've seen them win. So it's like, I trust the Chiefs because the Chiefs have done it. And that's honestly what it feels like when I hear like everyone talking about the game. That's what it feels like they're saying. I trust the Chiefs because I've seen them do it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kyle Shanahan, the Niners, hoist the Lombardi trophy, so therefore I don't trust them. But you and I just did the football thing. Football-wise, you think like, well, I mean, the Niners should win this game. The Niners have the team to beat this team.
That's the thing. Yeah. It honestly, dude, it kind of sounds like we're describing like Garcia versus Tank. Because like Garcia had everything to beat him. And it's like,
come on.
You have a good game plan and just like actually use the tools.
No, this is like the 49ers are Canelo and they're fighting Triple G. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if he can beat Triple G.
Oh, the first time.
Yeah. And It's like, here comes the second time. It's like, well, the Niners do this. The Niners do that. Maybe they'll beat them. So, and maybe we get that. Maybe we get like Canelo Triple G2. It's like, I don't know if he can do it. Like, did he really beat him the first time? I don't know. He had him, and then he like kind of blew it in the later in that half. And the Niners had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. They blew that game. That's what I see it as. Like, can they do it? Like,
you gotta give yourself the Canelo like analogy. All right.
Well, because Ryan Garcia has never like done it. Like, he's never
recently the Niners haven't done it.
No, but they've got into like the highest level. Like, it's not like Ryan had fought like all these monsters,
right?
Close to a title, and it's like, oh, he keeps getting close. It's like,
I don't know. That kind of sounds exactly how the Niners have been. How you talk about them recently, not counting like their past, but just the last like
but years, Ryan Garcia has fought nothing but like bums.
Yeah,
the Niners have got into like the whole thing with Canelo was like, is he one of the all-time greats? Can he beat the all-time greats? Are we sure
but Canelo had beaten all-time greats and had been in big fights prior to the Triple G fight. Come on,
the Niners have been in big games before. With Kyle Shanahan.
They haven't won it. They haven't won. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm using Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah, but Ryan hadn't been in a big fight. What was his last big fight before Tank?
I'm not saying he had.
That's my case, Your Honor.
He's been in big fights, but I'm saying I don't know. I think that's. I know you're a Canelo guy, but no, yeah.
No, I think the Ryan one is.
I think mine makes sense more.
No, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's fine with me. It is what it is.
Yeah, so I think it's a game. It's gonna come down to, can the Niners stay disciplined enough to run the ball?
Running and their defensive front.
Yeah.
Those are the if those two are good, they could coast. if those two are like solid,
Well,
like
because I just can't imagine Kyle Shanahan knows more about football than me. I don't think I need to say that, but let me just put that out there. So people don't think I know more than Kyle Shanahan. But if I'm just a dude in LA looking at like video, not even film, just video, and I'm like, dude, the way to attack these guys is CMC. Kyle has to know that, right? Like there is no. My fear is that the Niners will get too cute, and they'll try to make this the Purdy thing,
oh yeah,
and try to get Purdy. He didn't get the MVP, but he's gonna, we're trying to get him the MVP of the Super Bowl. And it's like, dude, this is not the game. This is not it. This is not the time for that. Like,
right.
And I think Purdy can have an amazing game, but he doesn't have to go toe to toe with Mahomes. He doesn't. There's no need for that. And I think that's
yeah. Also, trying to play that hero ball with Purdy, like it opens it up to
like I just keep it simple, stupid. Like just keep it like I just. This is where I wish like Bill Belichick could like call Kyle Shanahan and tell him, dude, like when I played the Rams, the Super Bowl, and McVay was like super hot shot, and he had this crazy offense, and I knew the best chance was to make it ugly. And even though I had Tom, I had to make it ugly. And it's just about winning the Super Bowl. Yeah. And Brady had one big moment, the long pass to Gronk. We won the game. And guess what? Nobody talks about how Brady stats were not good. They just say, "Oh, well, they won the Super Bowl. They beat the."
Oh, he's got his 6. He's got number 6.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. And I think that's the like. I just want him to keep it simple. Just go in there and say we're gonna ride Christian McCaffrey, because if Christian McCaffrey gets going, it brings everybody up. And as it brings everybody up, you open up for play action. And the best quarterback this season in play action was Brock Purdy. If you want to get Brock Purdy to be great in this game, run Christian McCaffrey. And I'm just afraid that they're just going to like try to get too cute.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Run Christian McCaffrey. That's it. Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey just tell them, bros, you're going to get the ball out. Don't fumble. Just run.
Right, just hold on to it. Keep moving your feet.
Yeah, if you get 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, whatever, just keep going. Yeah. Don't drop the ball, because eventually that's going to open up everything else for us. And I think that's honestly the key. As much as I want to don't want to reduce it to just simple stuff like that. Ultimately, it's a football game that we're talking about. Because for the Chiefs, for them to win, it has to be this defensive game, 17-10 type of game, because they don't trust their receivers to do those plays. And we saw that against the Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs were more than comfortable going 3 and out. We're gonna punt. We're gonna punt all game. If we all second half, we have to. We have the lead. So just keep it simple, Kyle. Please keep it simple.
There you go, Kyle. Deliver for German, or I don't know. Bro. I don't know like about win or lose. You're calling out Monday morning. You're like, don't talk to me. Like either way, like if they win, it's like I'm cashing checks, and if you lose, it's like I'll be in my room. Like hold up, so don't bother. Hashtag sick days.
I'm gonna be like the guy. What's the guy's name? The Tiger Hunter. The Tiger. What's his name? He's like, I'm never gonna financially recover from this. That guy. You know what I'm talking about?
The Tiger King?
Tiger King.
Tiger King. Okay, yeah.
If the Niners don't win this, I'm gonna be. It might be the most devastating loss as a fan, like across the board.
Really? More than the last time they went to the Super Bowl?
I think so. Just because
Is it because this team is like, it's like, if you guys mess it up now,
what's the last time it's like we were young, like Debo was a rookie, like Fred
there's
Warner.
like,
Yeah, like Fred Warner, like didn't even have his dreads that long. Like it was such a young team that you were so like filled with promise. Like, oh, like dude, like we have a good team.
yeah.
And now it feels like, dude, you're not gonna win with this team. Like this team, you're not gonna win. Like
Right.
I don't know. It just
That's kind of like when I say like I'm leaning towards the Niners because it's like they have the team. It's like, dude, if you guys don't win this one, then it's like I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like we've like because we've seen other teams win.
we're less. Yeah.
Right, like you mentioned, like that Pats team. Like it's like they like was it 2018? Like, they weren't great, but they made it work. So it's like if the Niners that have such talented players, good coach, it's like if you guys can't, it's like, bro, you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel for you, Jerm. You're nervous.
I'm super nervous. What's your prediction for this game?
Score wise and everything, like just
No, not score wise, but
Or
who do you
just-
think is gonna win? Like prediction, like
right. Okay, yeah. I think the Niners win by like 2 touchdowns. Like it might be kind of like close at the start,
yeah, but they get like a late touchdown and the score is
and it decimates the Chiefs because the Chiefs are going to be like, oh, these guys aren't the Ravens. Like for us to come back, like for that, like the Chiefs would have to like I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be close, and then like okay, kind of how like the national championship was, where it's like Michigan and Washington were like close for a bit,
Yeah.
and then at the end, Michigan just they figured it out.
yeah, kind of like the cream rises to the top eventually. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah,
that's what I think. Yeah.
gotcha.
How about you?
I don't want to say it publicly, but I'm going to tell you. Obviously, I feel like we're going to win by a lot. And
Dang.
I hate that I feel that way, but I can't shake that. I hate that I feel
Dang, you're a brave man, dude. That's
like I hate that. Like my cousin came over yesterday and he's a Saints fan. He's like, "Oh, what do you think?" And I was like, "I hate that I feel this way, but
because the last time you felt that way, like there was like the Packers.
no, yeah,
The
yeah,
Packers
that's
game,
true.
you were like, I wouldn't be surprised if they win by a bunch, and then so it's like, yeah. Once you put it out there, it's kind of like
The silver lining is they won the Packer game, so I just
Right,
want them
right.
to win. I just
right. But
But
even
if-
then, it's like it's a close
But
game like that
I
with
get you.
Mahomes.
I get-
like
yeah.
yeah,
I got you.
you don't want to give him
he's
to have a chance.
yeah, he's not Jordan Love.
Yeah,
But if I'm just giving you like just my prediction as like a football watcher fan, I hate
Dang.
that I feel this way. I hate it. I
You
hate it with a
thinking
passion.
thinking like 49-17 or something. Like
No, I mean I don't know the score, but I just
I know, right, but like in that realm where it's like lopsided, like
yeah,
yeah,
I feel like the defense is getting a lot of crap, rightfully so. And I
shout
think
out to Chase.
yeah, I think the defense is going to play really well. I think McCaffrey's going to have a big game. And again, if McCaffrey explodes, it opens everything up offensively for Purdy because that's what's happened all year long. That's
Mhm.
why when we did the MVP one and you said McCaffrey, I agreed with you because McCaffrey opens everything up because everybody has to come up and it opens the field. So yeah, I can't shake it. I can't shake the fact that I think that and I hate it so much. So I'm going Niners, obviously. Even if I didn't feel that way, I'm not gonna not pick my team.
Right. Yeah, that's I mean,
It's
yeah.
not gonna happen.
At this point, I think people will tune in to be like, wait, why the heck is David on a pod about the Super Bowl when he said he wasn't gonna watch the Super Bowl? So
Yeah, shout out to your uncle. Give him a hug.
yeah. Like Theo Lencho, the homie, he's 72. He thought they're gonna be 72.
Yeah, so yeah. So yeah, man. That's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Excited for Usher at all? You like Usher?
I like the older stuff. The thing with the Super Bowl, the halftime shows is like they usually pick an artist that's like somewhat over the hill, and then they either have an album coming out after the Super Bowl or they had one that came out like leading up to it. And they're always kind of meh. They're always kind of like, like I remember when they had Justin Timberlake like the second time, not like the nipple slip one from years ago, but like the recent one. Right. And people weren't crazy about that album, like the one that came out like close to it. Mm-hmm. But if it had been like 2020 Experience JT, that was he had the music world like in a chokehold back in like 2013 when he dropped that album. Right. But by the time he got it was too late. So with Usher, it's like I think I saw that he's coming out with one, and I saw someone on Twitter that was like, bro, no one wants to hear these new songs at the Super Bowl. Do your hits, like Confessions, like Let It Burn.
Confessions?
Like, so just, like do the old stuff. Don't bring that new stuff around here.
Yeah. I don't know Usher's like music like that. Like I know all the mainstream stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Does he have like upbeat music like that for Super Bowl?
I'll be honest. I don't know either. Shout out
because I was like, that's
only KB. I only play a couple Usher songs. I only know a couple because we play some in my band because my singer is a big Usher fan.
Gotcha.
He'd be the guy to ask. But
it's weird that it's like it's the Super Bowl and everyone's supposed to be high. He's going to be singing like
90s R&B, like
Confessions. Like what is he going to like be grinding the floor? Is that what's
like you make me wanna, So who's he bringing out? Who's the other person coming out? There's someone else, right? There's always
maybe Ludacris and Lil Jon.
I don't know.
And he sings, it just I don't know, man. It's just such.
Do you have any? Okay, because you're not a big like halftime show guy, right? Yeah. Okay. Have you seen any that you're like, oh, that was cool? I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Princess was good. I like Prince.
Okay, nice. In the rain too. Like that was like,
Bruno was good. I like Bruno's.
Bruno, okay. The first one, right? Like when he got, that one.
Yeah. He was good.
I didn't really much care for the
LA one. I think everyone liked just because of the names. But I mean, it was whatever. It was fun.
I enjoyed that one. Just okay.
But
my question, LA and then like those guys.
But I think that's what it is. I think you and I and everybody enjoyed it because we're from LA.
Right.
Two, I think it's a like what people are gonna say like, oh yeah, I hate Dr. Dre, like or Snoop Dogg or whatever. It's just almost like an impossible list of people to not like.
You'd be surprised. I mean, take yourself outside the mind of California.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's why you and I like it so much. Though.
I mean, even here in Paso, okay, for example, so
the haters of Central California.
Yeah, screw those guys. But so one of Trevor's relatives was like, he was like, oh, like at the like that, and I was just like, bro, like, and he's a country fan, so I'm just like that individual. So I'm like, bro, like I'm not a big country guy. I'm like, get that out of here, bro. I don't want to hear that. So I'll tell you which one I was like, I saw, and I was like, I get it, they're a big name, but these dudes are old. Let's like, come on, someone's gonna snap a hip.
Rolling Stones?
I think it was like The Who. Remember The Who?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing about the Super Bowl too, the halftime shows is like, I think aside from whoever's singing, no one's actually playing their instrument on stage. Right. Like it's all being pantomimed, right? Mm-hmm. So seeing a band like The Who, I was like, bro, come on. That's, if you have someone like, for example, like Beyonce, anything that has like a backing track to it that wouldn't have a band,
Makes sense.
they're gonna have a show. They're gonna have like dancers. They're gonna have choreography. I can get with that for the halftime show, but having a band on stage when you can't even really hear them actually playing it live, and I get it, it's for like power reasons because like it's like imagine if the power went out like
Yeah.
from having all that go right. I get it, but
As a musician, you hate it.
yeah, like I remember, okay, like for Bruno's, like when the Chili Peppers came out, and I love the Chili Peppers, I'm
Mhm.
sure you do too. But when I realized that Flea's bass, nothing was plugged into his bass, I just like it was like shoo. I was like, oh, like
Right.
you know. So, but I mean, is what it is. That's why, like with Usher, I'm thinking like, bro, you gotta have some choreography, some light, like something, you know, because if it's not gonna be the band that's playing,
It's just gonna be. I just keep imagining like this super overly sexual performance because Usher's music is like super sexual, right? Like,
yeah.
so I'm just like, is this
We
guy just
talked about
gonna?
this though. We already had like Shakira, like J Lo.
I know, but
Dudes were thirsting. I was there too. I'll admit it. You know.
I understand,
Yeah.
but let's be real. The difference is those were women,
Oh yeah.
but I think that's the difference.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a difference.
I know for sure. Like, yeah,
Like you just imagine, like people, like if he's just grinding on the floor, everyone's gonna be like, "Dude, what?"
Usher, like he can dance though. Like he's, you
No,
know,
I know, but I don't
yeah,
know. Obviously, I'm not the target audience for Usher. Obviously,
right, right.
like so. Obviously, I'm
I
not
would
going to
think
be
you would be
watching
though.
it.
Just like 90s, 2000s, you know, like
I don't like.
you weren't at all, huh?
I don't. I'm not. I don't like romantic music like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
And who would you want to see at a halftime show? Let me like if you could pick like the main guy, then like a supporting
See,
guy.
I wish they would do. Like, I wish they would pick artists from the city because then that's
Ooh,
cool. Then it's like, oh, okay, like that's sick. So obviously, I wish they would have been the Killers because they're a Vegas band. They're from Las Vegas.
gotcha. Okay.
And I think so. It's why I thought the LA one was super cool and super special because, like, yeah, those guys are from LA.
Yeah.
I mean, except for 50 Cent and Eminem, but still, like, it was an LA show for LA
Right.
crowd in an LA stadium in an LA Super Bowl. And that's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Like, had they done, like, what would have been really cool for that Super Bowl is if they would have started with Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
And then, like, because that
Like
would
some
have
under
been,
the bridge or something, you know?
yeah, that would have been sick.
Ooh, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I wish they would go that route. We're in this city, okay, you know, we're gonna have these people here, or you know,
Yeah.
because then it's different. Then it's a different feel. Um, or you pick one of the like if you're playing in Arizona,
I've got to say, like even like with the teams competing, like from their cities.
yeah,
The problem with like the stadiums would be like there's only so many really, really nice large stadiums for the Super Bowl. So it would limit it a little bit. But if you could open it up to like, oh, getting a team from like a Bay Area team, right? You know, like maybe because
right,
you like Legend Journey or like Tower of Power or
yeah,
something, you know.
yeah. So you get yeah, or you can do even like I don't know, like you can kind of hold musicians, you know, like
Mm,
and kind of like throw out fillers and be like, hey, like who wants to play Super Bowl? And then you kind of like, I don't know, I feel like you have a pretty good idea of who's going to be where. And you kind of just like have these bands on hold. Like for
mm,
the whole run of the Patriots, you could have had like Bon Jovi on hold for one of
right,
those years. Because chances are they would have made the Super Bowl. They might have been a candidate to play.
right.
So, or you have two. Why not?
Yeah, yeah.
It's 45 minutes. I mean, you have plenty of time. You know, you do 22 and a half minutes, you do 22 and a half minutes, and then both cities are represented.
Wait, is it really 45 minutes in total?
Yeah.
Really? I was gonna say maybe like 25 or like a half hour, but
Well, the whole halftime in general is 45 minutes.
gotcha. Okay.
I think the person plays for like half an hour,
Okay.
but halftime as a whole is 45 minutes.
Right. Like they got to set it up and everything. And okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's why Brady has said how it took him a while to get used to it. And so what he would do is at halftime he would shower again, and he kind of would treat the third quarter kind of like the beginning of the new game
Yeah.
because it was so long that you're in the locker room.
What a guy that he can say, I had to get used to the Super Bowl halftime duration.
I think
because I go so often, right?
I think he said it took him 3 Super Bowls.
Dude, bless your heart, Tom.
The GOAT.
Dude.
Yeah.
What are you gonna snack on, dude? I know you don't eat during, but I mean like after, you know?
I'm not
You're not even close to that.
I'm not thinking about that at all. I'm just strictly there's gonna be food around, I'm pretty sure of it. I'm gonna eat something, I'll be nourished, but I don't know, man. I'm fully just on this game, what's gonna happen, what's gonna take place. And live and die with every play. Just living and dying. I'm gonna do my best to tweet because that helps me. That helps me to like just
to get it out. Like
to chill, and then I'll read other people's and I'm like, okay, I'm not the only psychopath going through like a heart attack right now, so it's good.
Dang. Okay. All right. Man, I'm gonna be grubbing. I made a mac and cheese today, dude. I think it's gonna be good, man. I put in like some I chopped up some bacon, threw it in there, some green bell pepper, jalapeno.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Sounds great.
Yeah, dude. I threw in tri-tip too. I think so. Tri-tip, mac and cheese.
Sounds good.
Some cake. I don't know what kind of cake though. I don't really care for cake though. I mean, like I like a good tres leches or a brownie.
Yeah,
that's where it's at for me. Because the regular cake is just kind of like it's too like I don't know the fluffiness. I'm just like, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, man. You saw in the chat right when I was like, dude, the Super Bowl that I was like really nervous for was the Seahawks one. That one had me like, yeah, it's a nasty feeling, dude.
But it feels great to know that your team is there, though.
What's up?
It does feel good knowing your team is there.
Yeah, for sure. But man, like, okay, kind of like with you, I had people like, I had a friend that texted me when the Seahawks were up big, and and I knew what he meant exactly. He just sent me like a smiling face, like the little semicolon and like the little the half parentheses.
Yeah.
That's all he sent, and I was like, dude, screw you, bro. And then for them to come back and win, I was like,
so let me get this straight. You had dirtbags do this to you, and now you're the dirtbag doing it to me. Yeah, well,
hey, I gotta keep the vicious cycle alive, dude. You know what I mean?
That's awful.
Even though I always tell people like what you just said, like, yo, since this happened to you, you shouldn't want it to happen to others. But you were the exception, Jern. You were the exception.
I don't know what I did to deserve this. I've never done anything bad to you, and here I am getting just.
It's just okay. It's like what Cotto said. He's like, and it's funny. It's only with the Niners because when any of the other teams win, like with the Red Sox, like
it's like whatever. Yeah.
Like I want the Dodgers to win, but if the Red Sox, it's like like I mean they're like powerhouse team.
Yeah. Right.
Soccer, I don't watch a lot of soccer. I like arguing about Ten Hag or anything in general with you. And then we're both Laker fans. Yeah. We're both Canelo fans.
Right.
So I gotta change it up with you because could you imagine if I was like always just passive and happy for you with all these because you keep up with
I could. I would imagine a really, really good friend.
Nah, I just gotta keep it, I gotta keep it balanced. You know what I mean? So That's it. Because when the Sox are there, like I'll be like, yo, like Germ, congrats, dude. Like, because I know how frustrated you get, but I don't know why. The Niners are the one where I'm just like, ah,
Yeah,
no.
you and I both don't know why. You and I
So,
both. Yeah, I think that's it for Super Bowl.
yeah. We talked. The game, food, halftime show. I think it was solid all the way around.
Yeah. Um,
Are we doing for the listeners, but like right after Super Bowl? Like,
yeah, we're doing a post Super Bowl.
dang.
No matter what. No matter what, win or lose,
Cool. I respect that.
I'll be here.
When you did it after just the fact that you agreed to do it before the NFC Championship, where you were like, no matter what, I was like, okay, Germ's a real one. All right,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No matter what, we'll do it. And before I let you go, what do you think of the Kobe statue? The rumor is he picked it.
Right. I saw the post about Vanessa saying, "Yo,
that's like the post of him after the 81 points." So I mean, it's cool, I guess. I don't like it. I think it's an ugly statue.
I just think there were so many other options.
Yeah.
And obviously we love Kobe, but that would have been a moment for me where it's like, yo, Kobe, like you might be like, you're up there, but as far as like taste for, like decor, the color, like let me handle this one, bruh. So let me pick one,
or like
okay it, and then that's it, because
or even the like, bro, like he's dead. Like I don't know. Like you could have picked something else.
No, you mean like Vanessa changing it? Like,
well, I mean,
right? Yeah.
Like, what is he gonna say? No, like, I mean, if there's gonna be 3, why couldn't this been unveiled like later? And the one they chose to unveil, like the big unveiling.
There were just so many. You could have picked any of the jersey tugs. You could have
a dunk, the fadeaway, like
right.
Him on the score table going like this, like
right with his arms wide. Yeah, okay. Honestly, even the one, even though it's a little like, I don't want to say it's sad, but like the one of him in the jacket holding the trophy.
Oh, that would have been iconic.
That would
have been sick. Yeah.
Because all the other sides we've seen, like because it's like Magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those guys, like they're in like the field of play but him, like just because that encapsulates Kobe, like just it's not enough. We won, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like we're happy he got a statue. We miss him and everything, but yeah, when I saw it, I was kind of like, oh, that's the one you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, he chose it. Oh, okay. Damn. Okay. All right.
I have a like. We don't have time tonight, but next week when we record,
yeah,
I have a spicy
take.
Kobe. It's family-ish. I want to run by you.
Okay.
I ran it by Stephanie today because I was like, I don't know about this. Like, this is weird.
Because you mean like you've arrived at that take and you're like, yo, am I?
I've had it. today was the first time I like verbalized it, shared it. And Stephanie was like, wow, this is the stuff you think about, huh?
Oh, okay. That's kind of
so.
It's a little concerning.
I want to put it on the pod. I want to do it. I might get backlash, and totally acceptable. Whatever it is, what it is. Aaron and I, he wants to fight me. We should ask Trevor how we can set up a like a whatever before lower, like the lowercase influencer, because he said he wanted to fight me.
Who, Aaron?
Aaron, yeah, because I don't like
Yeah,
Star
the
Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, man.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I thought this was America, not communist Russia.
with me and Aaron and our friend Jacob, like Star
Jeez.
Wars is like it's man.
Yeah, but
We
I didn't. I just said to me it's boring. I didn't say the people who watch it suck.
yeah.
So I live in America, Aaron. I have freedom of choice.
Hey, wait, bro.
Hey, he said he wanted to fight me. He reached out to the pod and he said he did.
Wait, let me. Okay, I don't even remember what he said exactly, but I might have been paraphrasing. I'm just saying. I don't want the homies to fight, but
Well,
he
I
might. I
fight
don't know.
Aaron. I love Aaron. I want to, I want to bring Aaron back on the pod.
Of course.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm entitled.
We
to
might have
opinion.
Trevor arrange that. I don't know. Yeah, like the pre-influencer, like
No, I'm just kidding. I when I hugged Aaron when he dropped you off that one time, I was like, nah, this guy's pretty solid, pretty built.
Yeah.
This was before his comment that he wants to fight me, so I'm good. I don't need to fight him. I'm good. I go to the gym and all, but
I was gonna say, bro.
Let's just pump the brakes.
Let's pump the brakes. How's the gym been going? Been going good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made some friends today.
Okay, you said okay. Yeah,
Laughed with some people.
You said you told me you're like, oh, I was social today. I was like,
so I went to the sauna. You know me, I go to the sauna.
Right.
I put on my classical music. I'm in there 20 minutes and I read my Bible. That's what I do.
Right.
Read my Bible. Just don't talk to anybody. Whatever.
Were you wearing your Niners versus everybody shirt?
I wasn't. That I was washing that shirt. So
okay. No worries.
But I was sitting down, and then these two guys start talking, of course. But they start talking about like the game and like Kobe statue. And so I stopped reading because I mean, they were talking loud. They get into the game, and so the guy sitting on my left is a 49er fan. And the guy sitting on my right was like, oh, dude, let's bet. I think Kansas, he called it Kansas. I think Kansas is going to win. And the guy's like, nah, I don't bet. Like, I don't bet. Plus, it's not even your team. Like, why would I bet with you? Like, it's so fun if you're not betting with the team. It kind of made sense, but I think I was like, yeah, that's such a. Just say you don't want to bet, bro. You don't have to like put stipulations with it.
Right.
So it just got funny. Like, so I started laughing, started, interacting with them. I didn't say I was a Niner fan. I didn't say that. But it was good. At the end, they left, dapped me up. I'm like, all right, bro, see you.
Yeah, we'll see you around. Yeah.
I got out, like I went to the locker, and the guy was right there. We chopped it up a little more. Then he left. They're like, all right, bro, I'll see you around. I'm like, all right, man, see you around. I'm like, oh man, David would be proud.
Okay, good. Hey, you hear that, folks? A positive sauna experience, because it's usually
Tuesday was awful, but that's
yeah.
That's neither here nor there. But yeah, but it's good. Gym's going well. Super happy with it. Although choosing Cudahy, get your act together, please. You guys have too many mishaps. Too many. Get it together. That's it.
All right.
Any final thoughts?
I don't think so.
Cool. So I'll see you Sunday.
Yes.
Enjoy your gig tonight.
Thank you. And tomorrow night. Oh, okay, real quick. Tomorrow night. Tonight, I'm actually playing country music, which I don't normally do, but
Okay.
we're out here. But tomorrow night, which for whenever this pod comes out would be tonight, I guess, if it comes out tomorrow. I don't know. But anyway.
It's tonight. It's going up tonight.
Okay, yeah. So Friday, the 9th, Frog and Peach, live hip hop. I don't mean backing tracks with the rapper. I mean a rapper with the full band.
Yep.
That's the homie Garrig. But yeah, some of his originals, some classic beats.
Yeah.
We're playing some Nas, some Tupac. So if you're in the area, come on out.
There you go. All right. Final thought for me. LeBron needs to be a better leader. He's a crappy leader. I wouldn't want to play with him. He's a crap leader. Be better, LeBron.
There you
Be
go.
a better leader. But I'll see you. I'll see you Sunday.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I'm ecstatic. Hopefully, I'm happy. I was super respectful NFC Championship game. I was very classy. And that's the performance you'll expect from me if the 49ers win. A very classy performance. If the Niners lose, I will be here. I don't.
It's like,
I
that's
don't
all your promise. I was like, that's
there's going
it.
to be a mic in front of my face.
And you're like, I'm like, don't judge me for whatever comes out. Like,
What happens,
afterwards,
happens. Angel wanted to watch the game together. I'm like,
nah. You're like, I'm good.
I don't want to be judged by the. So we'll see. Sunday. I'll see you Sunday night.
All right.
Let's go 49ers. That's the pod. We are brought to you by, as always, Triumph Protective Coatings. They specialize in concrete polish, epoxy flooring systems, micro top floors and walls, and self-leveling underlays. They service California, and they speak Spanish. You can follow them, Triumph_coatings on Instagram, and you get a 10% off if you use the promo code ArrowsUp. You can also reach them on Gmail, triumphprotectivecoatings@gmail.com, and you can reach out to them there and check them out. Awesome company. Shout out to them. Thank you to Angel for the music. Thank you to David for joining me. Shout out to Theo Lencho for having a birthday and forcing David to watch the Super Bowl. And I will talk to you on Sunday. Hopefully it's a good Sunday. Hopefully we're celebrating. But I'll talk to you Sunday. Our boy George unfortunately lost today. Tough loss, but he lost. Second loss on his record. But, you know, it's a bounce back. And that's how hopefully he looks at it. Hopefully we're able to get him on the pod soon. But shout out to him for just a valiant effort today. And the Kobe statue was unveiled, as you heard us talk about it. We're not big fans of it, but it is what it is. Shout out to Kobe. Shout out to the Lakers. The Lakers lost, by the way, on Kobe statue night. It is what it is. But that's the Arizona Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. You can follow us, Arizona Podcast, on Instagram. And I will talk to you after the Super Bowl on Sunday. Let's go 49ers.